Welcome to another session when we're mixing the song Transition by APZX. And in this session, we're going to work on the special effects 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the special effects in these songs are supposed to be, they can be all kinds of ways, but in this song, I want them to be spacious. I want them to stand out, of course, but I want them to be like have space and length, if you will. So basically, reverb and delay in some of them, and reverb and used in all of them. So let me show you what I did. Let's listen to it first, the way it is here. Let's make sure we have everything off so you can hear it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's start again. I'll bypass it so you can hear what I did to it. Okay, I'll show you here. What we have here is just I'm using the R verb. It's called the H reverb from Waves, and I love this reverb. I can do a lot of manipulation to the actual effect, which is unique, and it's real easy to use. So I've added some EQ to it, and I might EQ it a little more. I've had, it's got some echo into it, and some input echoes and output echoes built into it here. And so, I wanted to do this for this special effects because it just, at the beginning of the song, I want it to stand out. And you can see here, it starts the song. And I'll show you here in the actual sends, I'm using adding a little more echo to it. So we'll let that dial in. And so this just adds a little more echo to it. It's a subtle echo, but you can hear the difference. So that's a send effect, and that's just a warm echo on a send 4, and I can use that on any one of these sends, which is great. And for special effects too, I don't have any effects in it. I'm just using send effects. So let's listen to that. And we'll get you dialed in here. So all I'm doing on this is I'm adding in a long reverb and a little echo. Take the echo out. It's just a nice even fade in the reverb. And this gives it a little movement, if you will. That's what the delay is doing. It's giving the actual elements some movement. Okay. Now we'll go to sound of special effect 4, 3, and 4, and basically all I did with those is the same thing. I just used some reverbs and some echoes, and we'll go to this one here. And I'll show you what I did here, and then we'll show you how special effect 2 and 3 work together. And you know what? I'm gonna move this guy right down here, so you can see how they work together. But first, let's just listen to this. Let's get right here, and let's just listen to that. So I just have the same two effects, the film score and the echo on there. Okay, so now I'll let you listen to them both. How they work together, which is kind of cool. It's a pretty cool effect. I like the way he set these up, you know. I like them. Okay, and so here we go to sound effect 4, and we'll listen to those two guys. Just listen to it the way it is. And so I just added the same reverbs and dialed them in, that's all. And so let me just talk about this for a second. You see, I'm using the same reverbs. These two reverbs have been used now on 4 different elements in the song. And the reason I like that, you know, and this is a preference, you know, I'm not saying it's the only way it has to be, but there's some logic behind it. And if you listen to the reverb trails and the sound of the reverb, there's uniformity in that effect throughout the different elements. And that's something that you can, you know, do in your sound design. And if you prefer that, you know, I like it, because I don't like to hear all kinds of different stuff. I like to keep some stuff uniform, and this is, you know, where you would keep uniform. What I'm talking about here is keeping reverb trails and delays uniform in their sound. They're affecting different elements, but it's a consistent reverb sound. It's a consistent delay, and that's something to think about when you're sound designing. And it's pretty cool. Okay, so we've got these first 4 sound effects that, you know, happen in the song. We have those dialed in with how we want them to sound, and I'll let you hear them in the context of the song. And we'll go from here to here. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to listen to all these here. Oop. So you can still hear that trail going. I like it. It's spacious. I like that. Okay, so that's it for the first 4 special effects, and In the next session, we'll work on the hi-hats and the clap, and I'll see you there.